What's up, SOBs? It's your boy Jay Logs here with another episode of Vampires of Pittsburgh Lockdown, our Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition chronicle here on the Stream of Blood, where we bring you the best, most intense tabletop experience you can possibly imagine. We are draining your life force and powering ourselves on our incredible viewers. And I have an incredible cast here today. As usual, I'm so excited to have you all here. Last session, we had a little bit of a downtime episode. We found out about our characters' lives before they became vampires. What? But now we're back into our main story, and things have potential to change today. It has potential to go in a totally new direction. So thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to get our players in the room so we can get started. He plays the disgruntled veteran, former drug addict, Curtis Krieger, and he is an incredible role player, improviser, and a man with a full library of strange lore. Please welcome my pal Ross Bryant, everybody.
Oh, hey, Jared. Wow. It's I'm full of toast and my
Toast mouth.
I've got a bad case of toast mouth. But
Yeah.
you as usual, you caught me as I normally do in the morning, reading from my great black magic stories.
Oh, right. It's a morning session today. We have a player who has, changed his geographical location. So we're going a little earlier today. Do you think that you're going to have more energy, or you're going to have more? You always give it. You always bring it hard. But
Hey.
Is it possible there's even more energy in the morning?
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely a morning person, and it's only going to be to the benefit. I can't ascribe any of that to that it's morning, but only to my actual drug of choice, sweet coffee.
Yeah, I love a nice big cup of coffee, and I love a man who reads his black magic tales before noon.
Yeah.
When you gaze across the coffee shop back in the before times, and you just see a man holding a tome, with like a pentagram on the front,
Yeah.
early in the morning, that's a kindred soul for me.
Always a great sign.
Yeah. Bring that black magic for us today. I'm going to bring in your next player. She is a fantastic actress, improviser. You can see her on Apple TV Plus, and you've heard her in countless video games that you enjoy. She plays Jen Brown, the embattled leader of a nascent anarch movement here in the great city of Pittsburgh. Please welcome the wonderful Ashley Burch, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh,
Good morning.
Oh yeah, I got a little pot of tea.
Oh, tea. Very
Yeah,
nice.
ready for some blood, baby.
What's our flavor of tea?
Oh, we got a nice jasmine tea here today.
Oh, a lovely jasmine.
A lovely jasmine.
The vitae of humans, jasmine tea. I gotta be. I'm gonna be a little bit cantankerous with you, Miss Burch. I'm a tea. I'm not a tea fan. I'm always like
Tea
hot
skeptic.
water.
Yeah.
Tea skeptic, huh?
Yeah.
And my wife is always like, "No, aren't you catching the hints of flowers?" And I'm like, "I don't think so. I think I'm drinking hot water." But
Do you like boba?
I do like boba. I've never tried it. I just like that there are places around LA called It's Boba Time. If you were not an LA resident, you don't know that there's a chain here of boba tea shops called It's Boba Time, and I'm always like, when I see them, I'm like, it's not though.
It's a bit aggressive.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
They're very,
A bit aggro for a cluster of tapioca balls.
I like mine at 10 in the morning. I don't know about you.
Dude.
That's when I like my tapioca balls.
A tapioca bowl and an acai bowl. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. Ready for my day. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Ashley. And let's bring in our final
pleasure.
player, coming to us all the way from South Africa today. He plays Lucius Ali, a man who believes in better unliving through diablerie. He's going to change the world by eating one vampire at a time. And this man brings so much drama. You've seen him on HBO Max's Raised by Wolves. You've heard his voice in Assassin's Creed. Please welcome our good friend Abu Salim, everybody.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
Hey. How's everyone doing?
Hey,
Good, buddy. How are you?
So I'm all right. I mean, like I'm on South African internet, so I have no idea what will happen. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna get this working. Someday, somehow, I'm gonna find a way of cracking it. So we'll see.
Well, look, the important thing is don't stress yourself out over it. We'll take our time. And if, Abu's internet suddenly goes very South African for a little bit, we'll just have Lucius Ali start biting somebody. We kind of know what.
I mean, you know what I do. So, yeah. I guess
yes, yeah.
Right. Well, welcome, players. After those very friendly and cordial introductions, it is now time for me to take us into a world of darkness. These vampires broke the Masquerade, and now they are paying for it. The Inquisition has taken over the city. Havens are burning. Your friends have been destroyed. Is there any means of escaping this new hell you find yourselves in? This is Vampires of Pittsburgh Lockdown, and we will begin tonight by setting the scene that you are driving to your meeting with this mysterious new player. Lucius, you may remember that your sister and your touchstone Clara, she sort of ran away from your guys' current haven in a tanning salon, and she when you finally got in touch with her again, a different voice came over the phone, a male voice who suggested a meeting. He would really like to meet your coterie. And he suggested a meeting at the Phipps Conservatory in Pittsburgh. You're not sure who he is. You're not sure what he wants with your sister. And you should take any precautions that you as players or you as characters would feel necessary. So as you travel over to the Phipps Conservatory, because let's get right into it. What precautions are you taking? Who are you taking with you? How deep are you rolling? What NPCs would you like to take along? Or are you going just the three here? Let me know.
Who do we even have? We've got Dylan. We've got Thana.
We got Craig.
Do we have Cersei, or is she MIA?
Cersei's been kind of in and out, but if you'd like, you can take her as well today. Cersei is available. There's Dylan. Yeah. Oh, Brad.
Oh, yeah, we got Brad.
Brad's available.
Craig Lindell. There he is. Thana. Yeah. And Cersei. Yeah. So these are all of your. You don't have her. Okay. So these are all of your available allies that you could take with you to this meeting if you kind of wanted to roll deep and put on a threatening show. Go tactical. It's completely up to you.
My instinct is kind of just the three of us.
Yeah.
Unless that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's kind of my instinct too.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. What you're doing possibly by going that way is kind of saying you're not going to try any funny stuff. You're going to kind of come and honestly meet with this person. But of course, once you get there, you can take whatever action you like. So I'll just kind of describe the Phipps Conservatory very briefly, which is that it is a botanical garden. It is near, it's actually set alongside Sheenley Park. So you're going very near where the Inquisition is set up. But of course, it is its own building and its own area, kind of over to one side of the park. So on the other side of the park is that big encampment where they have everybody enclosed. But on the other side of it, there is this, giant greenhouse and these beautiful flowers. Of course, now it's like very late at night, so everything is covered in sort of dew because it is spring. It is April of 2020 in the game, and everything is kind of cold and quiet. And you can just see the floodlights of the Inquisition camp in the background. And as you arrive at the Phipps Conservatory, you see right out front a large black Lincoln town car. parked and sort of waiting for you.
Are they in it, or are they around it? Okay.
Yeah, they are in it. Yes.
I'm gonna. Have we parked, or are we like? Where are we now?
You tell me. You could park your car a little ways away. I mean, I can assume that you guys can kind of do a drive-by and see what I've just described. If you'd like to park right up next to them, you can. If you'd like to, whatever you'd like to do.
I mean, I think maybe Curtis is like, do you want me in there with you, or I could wait outside. If anything goes down, you'd signal me, and I'll come in.
No, I think we should all go in. I think it's better, safer.
We'll show of trust.
Yeah.
Does this car have a license plate?
It does have a license plate. ZXM L5R.
Is it?
I can just make up license plates off the top of my head. One of my many talents one of my many talents is a storyteller. It's sort of my specialty at convention.
Whoa.
Is it possible that Jen? I don't know how police work, but if there's like some sort of registry, could she like look up the license plate to see who the car is registered to?
Yeah.
If there's any information like
she
that,
absolutely can. Would you like to go ahead and do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you need 4 successes with your tech roll. It can be an intelligence plus tech roll,
Nice.
But it's a little tough to do that, on the fly on your phone. But you can do it right now.
Okay. If I don't get this, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh,
I missed you,
what?
Jen.
You was total failure, Jen. I'm gonna spend 1 willpower.
Oh wow! Okay, absolutely.
Curtis is just in the back seat watching something he's seen many times, which is like Jen hunkered over a piece of technology. Like, come on! And he's just like, how does she do it?
Oh, you got 5 successes after spending the willpower. Well, that's plenty. So this car is registered to a Junior Arcady. Junior Arcady, his place of residence is the apartments in the Nativity Hotel, Pittsburgh.
Can I look up this person to see if they're dead, or if he just stole the car or something?
Yeah, this person is 5 successes gets you that. Surely this person is not dead. This person is a living person.
Huh.
They have a whole, they don't have a social media profile. They're not posting on
Insta,
but they, they have like a social security number, all the things that your hacker skills would track down.
Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Thoughts, feelings? Well, how do you want to approach, or do you want to not approach?
I'll convey that to the guys.
Mm-hmm.
This car is registered to a human who's, as far as I can tell, is still alive.
Okay. So if this is one of us, then maybe he's got some. They've got some mortal help.
Right. Can we scope around to see if we're being?
I think Curtis is doing the tactical scan of the area to see if there's anything other than the car there. If they've come with someone lurking.
It's not unwise. If you give me a streetwise plus wits roll, I will let you know if there are any other spies or agents in the area.
Right. Oh, and same hunger as the last time we played?
Forgive me. I think that we should lower your hunger a little bit. Well, no. We can't lower your hunger because this happened right after the last thing.
Right. So I'm still free.
You can get all back in willpower. I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
I got 5 successes.
Hey! Wow! Wowie!
Wow! Here's what you realize,
I'm
Curtis.
streetwise.
You've talked to Craig. You've talked to Dylan, and this is a insanely close location to the Inquisition epicenter. Why would this man set a meeting here? I mean, it's quite dangerous, and there might be an Inquisition patrol coming by any minute now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Look, this is dangerous, okay? If they set this meeting here, that means they did it on purpose, because people are looking for vamps all around here. And if anybody starts making noises, they're going to start popping off on us real quick. So, I don't know, I think maybe a change of location might be in order.
Yeah, I agree. We can't stay here.
I'll go in the car and I'll tell them to drive somewhere else. And maybe you guys follow.
All right.
Are you going to be okay on your own?
I'll be fine. They have my sister. I need to make sure that she's okay.
All right. We'll follow you.
Okay.
Very good.
When I
Lucius.
get out the car and make my way over.
Yeah, you walk over, and as you approach the town car, the back door opens, and your sister gets out and runs up and gives you a hug. Yes, our friend Clara, yeah, there she is. She runs up and gives you a hug, and she's like, "I'm okay. I want you to hear him out. He's interesting."
Listen, go to the other car behind us. It's got Jen and Curtis. Just stay with them for now.
Lucius,
I
we're
will
not in
listen.
danger.
Are you sure?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yes, I'm sure. Look. And the man pokes his head out of the back seat, and he doesn't look not dangerous. He looks quite terrifying. He has a face that looks like it's a porcelain mask with like roomy pink eyes. And he's like, "Mr. Ali, come, join me."
Ooh, not a fan. Not a fan.
All right, I'm gonna look at Clara and be like,
Look, you have a choice. You can either stay with me or you can stay with Curtis and Jen. I trust you. I believe you, but I would rather you be safe. But if you say that you're safe here, then come with me then.
I'll stay with you, Lish.
Okay.
She gets into the passenger seat of the Lincoln Town car. You're in the back. It's very roomy back there, and it's been set up a little bit like a limo where people can even kind of, sit on different sides than you normally would be able to. There's only kind of one back door. They've kind of put in a seat where the other door would be on the other side. And against that back kind of cushion is the man in question. Immaculate pinstripe suit. Is that a cape? And a face of marble. And he's like, "Mr. Ali, it is a pleasure to meet you."
Yes, a pleasure to meet you too, but I was wondering if we could go to a different location. I don't feel very safe here, and neither do my friends, who I'm sure you'd love to meet them as well. Also, thank you for keeping my sister safe.
Of course, of course. Your sister and I, we became acquainted because I realized we had a mutual interest. I first became aware of your sister when she was surveilling River Run properties on Washington's Landing, a place I've been keeping my eye on as well.
Yes, she's very, very good at what she does. And
as for a change of venue, I'm afraid I cannot accommodate you. I know that your group can sometimes take violent action, and any sort of altercation or perhaps even use of vampiric disciplines may alert our friends right over the hill there and create our mutually assured destruction.
Absolutely. And, well, if we're not moving, then you wouldn't mind if I asked them to join us as we have our discussion for safety.
Hoping you would suggest that.
Right. I'm going to then get out the car, kind of walk up to the team with a weird sort of like, oh boy, kind of feeling. And be like,
What's going on?
Are we moving?
He's not moving. But he has invited you all to the car. There's enough space. And he has assured our safety. Look, if anything
he's
happens,
assured
goes
our
down.
safety?
Jen, I know, it sounds crazy, but there is. Look, he hasn't touched my sister. There's something about him that's. Just please trust me.
I mean, are you sure he hasn't touched your sister, like, in here?
Of course, Clara went with you back to the car, Lucius, and she says, "No, that stuff doesn't work on me. I know when I'm being fucked with." That's a lie, by the way, Lucius. She doesn't have any special. Yeah, she's just very brassy all the time.
Wait, the guy. So hold on. Vampire porcelain mask guy's in the back. So who's driving the car? Or is anyone in the driver's seat?
There is a driver who hasn't really shown himself yet, but he's there. You just can kind of see like the side of his head and like the fact that he's actually dressed. It looks like in like chauffeur livery.
Look, we need to just we need to move. We're in such a dark place here, and it's not good. And I feel anxious just being here. Let's just get in the car and look. If anything goes on, we'll drive away with them. And besides, we outnumber them.
Look, I think Curtis, you go in the passenger seat. If that driver tries anything, you take control of the situation.
All right, but I mean, we're awfully close. If anything starts to go down.
I think that's what they were planning.
These fucking Catholic freaks are going to be on us in like 5 minutes. But okay. If everybody's going, I'll go.
Everyone approaches the car.
I mean, Clara's here. We could just drive away now.
We could. You have your sister. We could just leave.
This man is now standing outside of his car and waving over at you. And then a helicopter kind of like goes like, it's not shining down on you or anything, but it kind of like shoots overhead and he goes,
"Listen, let's get in here, hear him out, and I'm sure we'll be fine."
All right, you guys get in the car. I'll be right behind you.
All right.
All right.
If I can, I know I've done this before. I want to try to surreptitiously put a tracker on the car.
I'm gonna allow it. Give me a dexterity plus technology roll. We've established you have these things that you sometimes keep with you on your kit. So give me a dexterity plus technology roll, and I'm gonna say it's a difficulty 3 to get it on. But if you get 4 successes, you've done it completely without any chance of somebody finding it or seeing it.
3.
Okay, so there's a chance they might find it, but I'm not going to tell you whether they have or have not or when that happens right now. But suffice to say, with that action, you have now approached the car, if that's okay with everybody. Curtis, you are given free agency to get into the front seat beside the driver.
I do so.
Yep, and my friend Lucius and Jen, you are able to get into the back seat. Do you do that as well?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Curtis, the second you get into the front seat, you can now see the driver, and he's kind of like keeping his head forward and not kind of looking at you. But you can see that the driver has no mouth. It is a completely smooth, a completely smooth, like lack of opening below his nose. And he's kind of like keeping his head down so you can't get like a really good close look at him. In the back seat, the man says, and now we're all here. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Marius Sikora. Charmed.
Marius.
There's a 1-year-old rolling around the conservatory. Yes. Wait. Back into the. We got to get into the vampire vibe. Okay. Charmed, I'm sure.
Yes.
Lucius Ali, but I'm sure you're aware of that.
And you are?
Jen, could we get to the point? We're not in a very safe position right now.
You're right about that, Miss Jen. I will get to the point. Before we begin double-crossing each other or ripping each other apart, let me begin my remarks by asking you, what do you want? You are Kindred. You have the gift of immortality, and you are in currently the most dangerous city in the world for your kind. What do you want?
Did you bring us here for an interview? I thought you were going to make a proposition. So if you're going to do that,
I
do
want
it.
stability. I want peace. I want evolution. Now, I'm sure
I
you're
was
aware that this is
hoping
what...
that you would say that, Doctor. I was hoping that you would say that. Forgive me, I interrupted you.
No, please, carry on.
I, too, want stability. I don't care who runs Pittsburgh, as long as the Inquisition is out. This is hell. Everyone can see that. The Camarilla has never been weaker. My sources tell me Sonia hasn't even been confirmed as prince yet. The city is officially in an interregnum period. If she fails to oust the Inquisition herself, she will not be confirmed as prince. Sonia, you are aware of Sonia, yes?
Yes.
Who's your friend in the front seat? Hello?
He's gonna. Oh, hey. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted with your driver. What's
Junior, yes. Trust me, if you'd ever had a conversation with him, you'd know that this is necessary. So, Sonia, you're aware of Sonia, Mr.
Krieger?
Yes. Sonia will make the wrong choices. There is no way that she will oust the Inquisition. Sonia thinks that she is so smart that no one can tell she's manipulating them. But everyone is smarter than Sonia. She's a peasant witch. She thinks that people aren't aware of her manipulations, but they are, and they resent them. And she will fail.
Who are you? Why do you know so much about the Camarilla? Where did you come from?
I've been here a very long time. You were unaware of my existence because that is what I wished.
So then you know who we are. Why don't you cut the shit?
I knew about Miss Ali, and she told me about her brother. And I understood from some intelligences that I've gathered that there probably was a group operating somewhere inside the city currently. A group that hadn't been rounded up by our friends across the park. We really should hurry this up. We need allies. A coalition of sorts. Others who resent or are threatened by this Inquisition control. I think that if we found these allies, we might be able to rout the Inquisition, make them leave the city, give us the stability that Dr. Ali is talking about, and evolve.
Who's we?
Well, currently we is myself and Junior, and you. But there are others in the city. Others the Inquisition has not found yet. I would approach them myself, but I've been here a long time, and my reputation, well, it's not good with some of these groups.
You said you have sources. So it seems like it's more than just you and your mouthless friend over there.
We operate some human informants, mortal allies. Yes. Unfortunately, our network is not what it once was, is it, Junior? The driver kind of looks back and goes, we
If
should
you-
hurry this up. What do you think of my proposal? I'm offering you a chance to meet people you haven't met yet, people that could perhaps help us take back this city together.
If you've been around for a long time, why have you only shown yourself now?
The Camarilla doesn't like me.
Why don't they like you?
Well, are you familiar with the sect wars?
Yes?
Well, for a long time, I counted myself a member of the Sabbat, and Pittsburgh was a Camarilla city. Of course, the Sabbat is mostly focused in the Middle East right now, and maybe all but broken. I am unsure.
Curtis hates this guy. Just like they're like this elitist fuck. Yeah, you don't like people talking back, huh?
Curtis, what do you need us to do?
I need you to make some overtures of friendship to certain groups in the city that you may not be aware of. Groups that can help us, who bring a different sort of expertise to this fight. But I'm not going to give you their locations or their identities unless you agree to help me.
We've heard your proposal, and we're going to talk amongst ourselves. And if we're interested, we'll get back in contact with you.
There is one more thing. If you decide to help me, then I suggest an exchange. Junior will go to dwell with you, and you will send one of your allies, someone whom you feel knows your interests and your minds in terms of your goals, to stay with me.
Why?
You see, in this way, well, it's a age-old tradition, Dr. Ali. You're such a modernist. In this way, we ensure mutual cooperation. You see, if I do something that angers you, why, you can kill Junior. And if you do something that angers me, I could say, well, let's hope it never comes to that.
We'll be in touch. And I'm going to get out of the car.
Goodbye, Miss Brown.
I'm going to stop
Thank you.
and turn around and say, I didn't give you my last name.
Well, I've done a little research.
I'm sure you know. We're leaving, and I'm going to walk toward the car.
Curtis is out of the passenger seat and is just like, ugh. And,
Before you leave, Lucius, he looks you right in the eye and goes, can you convince him? This is our only hope to remove the Inquisition from this city. To evolve.
We'll be in touch. And I walk out the car.
Junior? The car pulls out before you guys are even back to your car.
I say we get the fuck out, but we can talk as we drive.
yeah.
I'm going to just mysteriously roll some dice.
Oh, no. Oh, right. I put a tracker on. I'm going to look at it.
The tracker is following their car. And if you guys are driving all the way back to the salon, and by the way, it probably is dawn soon.
Okay.
So if you guys would like to drive back, what is everybody's hunger at, though? I do need to know that.
3.
1, 3.
I
Lucius?
think I'm at 2.
Okay. So you don't necessarily have to hunt tonight, but Curtis, as usual, will be completely famished if he fails his rouse roll the next evening. And are you guys returning all the way to your haven?
That is my thought, especially if it's going to be dawn soon.
Yeah.
Very good. So you see that the tracker, Jen Brown, follows the car to a location that it looks to be beneath the junction of 2 highways right off of downtown. So it is, let me see here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's beneath the I-279 and 579 junction, which you guys know to be kind of a, not a great area of town, kind of in the shadow of these highways.
Is there anything there? Is there any business building?
There are businesses, buildings.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a Skid Row area. There are some tent cities and pawn shops. It's that kind of, and it's an old part of the city as well.
And is there any, did they stop in front of a particular storefront or building?
I guess you would have enough GPS control to see exactly where they've stopped. They've stopped at the Nativity Hotel, Pittsburgh. There aren't a lot of hotels left in that part of town. They've, of course, all moved to downtown or the outskirts. But there is a hotel there called the Nativity Hotel.
All right.
Look, I feel that maybe we should possibly consider. I mean, where are we going? What are we doing? We know that Camarilla strike, massacre people, innocent people, and we need to put a stop to this.
Do we have? Remind me. We have Clara with us now, right?
Yeah, she gave Clara back.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he does want, before he gives you the information and starts to embark on this plan with you, he wants basically a hostage. And this is feudal politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, Lucius, we've been in this city for a while. He is peddling the same bullshit as the Camarilla. He wants us to be his errand boy. He can't make contact with these people that he has across the city. It's bullshit. He wants to control us, just like the Camarilla tried to control us before.
Yeah, I don't.
Shit deal.
And then shake off one leash just to put on another. And I mean, was that guy wearing a cape? I don't know, man.
And he wants one of ours so that he can kill them if we cross him?
Yeah, who are you going to send? You going to send Clara to be with that guy?
Clara,
would you go back to that guy?
Is Clara in this conversation?
I think I would want it to be just the 3 of us, I think, because I know how Clara feels, but...
Then it is. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's a bad deal, Lucius.
I say we get out of here. We got our crew. I see we drive out of Pittsburgh and don't look back.
I can't. I need to kill my mate. I need to.
Why? What will it give you?
Look, we're all tired. Let's just get back and sleep on it, okay?
All right.
Lucius, we need some assurance that Clara isn't going to go track him down herself. We can't track her movements for half of the fucking day.
Don't worry, Clara won't do anything stupid. Won't you, Clara?
Are you asking her?
Yeah.
Clara's like, I won't do anything stupid. I haven't done anything stupid, but I don't know what the plan is, Luce. I mean, if he
Let's
doesn't...
just sleep on it, please.
All right. Sure. She goes to her sleeping bag on the floor of this old tanning salon.
Look, Lucius. I want to get my friend out. And if we can take out your sire at the same time, I'm happy to help. But I am not going to be under someone's boot again. So if that's what you're asking, then you can go see him your fucking self. I'm going to walk off and go into my tanning bed.
Yeah. Is Craig around?
He is. Yeah, he is.
Okay. I just go to...
Shouldn't you be getting to sleep soon?
Yeah, it's about time. And Ruby is there as I've sort of commanded her to be the protector / therapy dog for Craig. Like, all right, yeah, I should. Got to do something tomorrow, though. I'm pretty hungry. Be safe.
Maybe I can help you out with that.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Let me think about it.
All right. And then Ruby and I curl up like a little yin yang in the tanning bed.
Cute.
Well then, Lucius, any business before you head into your slumber?
Do we still have the charred body that we took from the space that we...
Yeah, I think it's fair to say, yeah, I remember that you brought that body to kind of experiment on and find out things about. So, yes, you do.
I'm going to... Can we say like it's... I'm going to... When everyone's asleep, I'm going to pull it in my space, bite myself, and bring it back to life.
Yes, you are.
Hoo boy.
Okay.
I love it.
In order to make these arrangements, let me see. I think that you have to stay awake a little longer than the others, and it's tough to do that longer than Jen Brown because she is a thin blood, and so she has a little bit of an advantage in that way. So here's what I'm going to let you do. Let's see, staying awake or waking yourself. Yeah, I think that you need to roll against the kind of falling asleep because you're doing kind of a big job here. And I think that I'm going to give Jen Brown an opportunity to notice. Jen Brown, if you notice, it's too late in the morning for perhaps you to do anything before you yourself slumber. But you could act the next night. Okay.
Okay.
So let's see. In order to stay awake, I believe it's willpower, but I'm trying to make sure. Well, I guess I'm going to make it willpower. I believe that's correct. So willpower, and I want at least 3 successes to be able to do this big job. Jen Brown, you can roll a wits plus awareness.
Okay.
And you need at least as many successes as Lucius gets to notice what he's been doing.
Okay.
So I've got 5.
Oh God.
5. Wow. Okay.
No, nowhere near.
Okay, so Lucius, you managed to do this, and now, if you would like to begin feeding this torpid vampire your blood, you may do so by making a rouse roll. Do you want to make more than one tonight, or just one?
I'll make more than one.
Great. Give me 2 or 3 rouse rolls. You decide. That's how much blood you're feeding this corpse.
1 success. 0 success. 0 success.
Okay, so you get 2 more dots of hunger, feeding this thing your blood. You're in a tanning bed, feeding a charred corpse your blood, and God.
What?
Oh my God! I mean, I'm surprised too, everybody, but this is the Lucius brand, all up and down.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's very, very on brand.
Okay. The creature that you have awakened is like it like kind of opens its eyes, which are still like kind of clouded over. It still hasn't fully healed, so it's like covered in burns, but it sort of kind of nestles itself against you and it wants to drink more from you. Do you allow it to do that, Lucius Ali?
No, I push it back, and I kind of hold it still, and just look at it for a while.
All right, let's see how it does. That is a bestial failure on its. That's a bestial failure on its ability to control itself. Hold on, I need to grab the rule book.
I think you've made him grab the rule book more than any other player.
That is definitely true. I know that half of Lucius' things result in Jared being like, I got to go to the bar.
Yeah, I mean, it's true, but it's that's the fun of the game, right?
Great.
So basically, you've awakened this thing, and it's super hungry when it awakens, even though you fed some of your blood to it, and it's kind of going into a sort of hunger frenzy in your little area with you. So I need to make sure about how. Here we go. Awakening. Let's see. It should have been a humanity roll to stay awake. Yours has gotten quite low, hasn't it? So here's the problem, Lucius. You need to give me, in order to fight this thing, I need a humanity roll. The crisis is quite high, so your humanity roll has a low difficulty. Like, for example, in other words, it's almost impossible for you to ignore this, right? This is happening to you right now. So I'm going to give it a difficulty of 3. It's a life-threatening situation. And if you get this roll, rolling your humanity, then you will be able to continue to fight back and things like that. But if you fail it, it means that you kind of go into slumber and this thing is going to keep feeding on you. So give me that humanity roll.
Man.
What a weird turn.
It is a weird turn, and I love it.
It's great.
Okay, I got 4 successes.
Okay, you are staying in the game, and now the thing is ripping at you and fighting with you. You need to roll a strength plus brawl against it, and it will roll its strength plus brawl against you.
I don't have much strength plus brawl here. Can I possibly try and use like a mesmerize to try and calm it?
I'll allow that. I will allow that. So that's a great idea. And you guys are like right there, like eyes locked. So here's what we'll do.
Yeah.
If your mesmerize roll is better than its strength plus brawl roll, then you're able to catch it and stop it before it starts to rip you to pieces. So let's give that a shot.
Okay, so we'll roll.
Yeah, mesmerize is. Oh gosh! Oh wow! Let me get my notes. Your mesmerize roll will be a manipulation plus dominate, and you need to make another rouse check to use it.
So I'm going to do the rouse check first.
Good idea.
Success.
Okay, that's a success. Okay, so you don't get hungrier.
Like fuck. Okay, I got 4 successes.
This creature got a bestial. A messy critical on its brawl roll.
Shit.
I'm afraid, Lucius, that the messy critical does end up trumping your it does end up trumping your mesmerize. So
Oh.
Lucius is trying to say, like, don't, well, what are you saying, Lucius? What are you saying to the thing?
I'm just trying to say, like, I will satiate your hunger soon. I just need you to calm down. I just need you to calm down.
That's when it bites into you again, and it's going to try to bleed off another. You get hungrier. So what is your hunger at now? 'Cause it was at 2 and it went up to 4, so you're at 5, right?
Ah, really?
I'm up to 4. I'm at 5.
Okay. So you are now at like the most dangerous hunger level that a vampire can be at. You're about to go into torpor from the thing. And so
Do any of our mortal friends hear this scuffle?
absolutely. Of course, this
scuffle
all happens-
is quite the understatement.
This little tussle?
Yeah. Little roughhousing.
all this happened in seconds, and we've just done the first brawl roll. So, we needed that to happen before anyone could hear it. And now they do hear it, and people are running to you, but we are still going to give it one more round to see what happens. At 5 hunger, Lucius, what do you want to do now? Do you want to try another mesmerize, which will be very difficult for you at 5 hunger? This is a last-ditch effort. Or do you want to fight it physically somehow?
I'm going to try and mesmerize it again.
Okay, it's going to it has less difficulty to get past you now. So you not only have to get as many successes as it gets on the strength plus brawl, but you must also get +2 successes from that because it already has its teeth in you. But if you can do it,
fuck. Okay.
I think that's fair. I think
And I
because
can't
it already
blood
has.
surge, can I? Because I'm
Oh, you're too
hungry as fuck.
hungry.
You can't surge.
Ugh.
Okay. Okay. You know what? Because the thing is, my brawl is like my strength plus brawl is like so low. But you know what? That's fuck it. I'm gonna try and mesmerize it. I'm gonna try and mesmerize again.
Just
Okay,
imagine
so
Curtis
remember-
and Jen waking up the next day and seeing Lucius in torpor for seemingly no reason, being like,
We'll see. We'll see.
So I'm just gonna say you need to get as many successes as it gets +2 successes to just remove this like messy critical bite attack from your neck. And here we go. Are you ready? By the way, Jen Brown, you may roll your humanity right now.
oh, okay. Okay. Should I just tell you how many successes I got?
Yeah.
3.
Great. That's enough, Jen Brown, for you to awaken at this because and all you're aware of in your tanning bed is like there's trouble. You're hearing like screams and people fighting and running. And so you may start acting right after we resolve this final roll with Lucius. And Lucius, how did you do, my friend?
I've got a messy critical 5 success.
Oh.
Did you really? You got a messy critical?
I
Oh my
did.
god.
I did.
Okay, so I'm gonna rule that it calms down and it pulls itself off of you, and it's kind of like barely being held in check by like looking into your eyes. And Jen Brown, you if you get out of your crypt here, your tanning bed, you can see that the Dylan and Craig first is like running up to Lucius's like kind of room. Do you want to follow them? Do you want to give them instruction? What would you like to do?
I'm gonna rush ahead. I'm gonna try to get ahead of Craig because I don't know what the fuck's going on, and they're squishy mortals. So
great. Okay. He'll let you, Craig. Craig is a team player, so he kind of like gets up against the wall, and Jen Brown runs in, and you can see that like Lucius's tanning bed just kind of stopped shaking, and now the thing is looking into your eyes. Your vitae is dripping from its mouth. What do you say to this thing? You have it mesmerized, Lucius. What do you say to it? And
I'm going to tell it
Hunger 5
the
means for
fuck
you.
to sleep.
Okay.
Are they in a tanning bed? Can I see this happening?
You can't quite see it happening unless you want to throw that tanning bed open.
I'm going to.
Okay, great. You throw it open and you see that Lucius is canoodling with a burnt corpse, and that he's currently like telling it like, go to sleep, go to sleep. And it suddenly like kind of leans back and closes its eyes, and you all feel the slumber hanging over you very heavily.
I'm going to, if I can I do an action right now?
Of course you may.
I'm going to close the lid, and before I go to sleep, I'm going to tell my mortal pals to secure it shut.
Okay. Understood. So Craig's like, with what? What are you talking about?
Whatever you can find, just get it shut and
Dylan's
make sure
like-
it stays shut.
Dylan's like, there's some chains on the doors, like, and they are like getting to work on that. Curtis, would you like to now? Actually, Curtis, if it's okay with you as a player, maybe your vampire slumbered through this. But
I think that sounds right. I've lost a bunch of humanity recently. So while all this is happening, Curtis is just like, da, 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 da.
Hugging groupie.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, they get to work on that, Jen Brown, and you, if you want to do anything else, you'll need to give me like.
Or actually, here's what I'd like to do if I could.
Yeah.
I want to instruct them to take this new vampire that he's awakened out, restrain it separately, like put it in a. I want them to put it in a different tanning bed, restrain that tanning bed, and then restrain the tanning bed that Lucius is in separately. So he's not trapped in there with something that might kill him, but I want them separate and restrained.
Okay. For the first time, you see Craig as like the soldier that he is. Like he reacts with like training and intent, and he's like, got it. And like Dylan's like, are you? And he throws open Lucius's tanning bed again and drags the thing like up out of there and like quickly has it into another room. And you can hear the thing kind of like, even though it's been put into like a slumber, it's like going like, and he's just like doing his job. And Dylan's like pulling in like these chains and things from off of the doors out front where they were kind of chained up, and you just hear Brad Lockwood going, holy shit, man, holy motherfucking shit, dude. Okay, you would have to roll some more humanity if you want to stay up any longer, Jen Brown.
Let me see what happens if I do that. I got 3 successes.
Then you may continue to be awake and do something else if you'd like.
I want to help, since we're taking the chains from the front door, I want to help whoever else is around to fortify the front door with something else.
Oh, very good. Okay. So there were already like boards and stuff over the front doors, like, and you guys were kind of going in from like, through these boards, like in and out that way. And you can kind of spend some time, if you give me let's see, what would be a good role for you to kind of, make it more substantial here. Let's go with, I think technology makes sense, or is there craft? Oh yeah, that's what I want. Give me a,
Ooh, I got no craft.
Oh, well, you can just make an intelligence plus craft roll then.
Okay.
Or wits plus craft to kind of get it shut and get it like secure.
2 successes.
2 successes is good. And so you believe that you have secured the haven once again, that it's not, sitting wide open. And as you come back to the other rooms, and by the way, it's like you were like dragging yourself, like Jen Brown, normally you feel like a person, but right now you do feel like a corpse, like rigor mortis is setting into like your limbs and things like that. And you don't look so good either because you're supposed to be sleeping right now. And you see that Craig has just slapped a lock onto the tanning bed that's holding the new vampire, the recently awakened vampire. And Dylan is holding a lock near Lucius's bed. And she goes, Am I really doing this?
Do it.
Chunk. Lucius L.E., prisoner of the coterie. She says to Jen, Dylan goes, I don't think I want to be here when the sun goes down and these two wake up. And I don't think Clara or Craig should be either.
Look, I don't want you going out there by yourself. I just need to talk to him in the morning without him doing anything else stupid. He's not going to be in there for long, okay? So just, Curtis will wake up, tell him what happened, have him keep an eye on him, and we will talk to him when we get up.
Craig goes, all right, I'll keep an eye on him, but I don't know, Jen. This guy, this new guy's trouble. He's talking about Lucius. All right.
Uh-oh.
Nights are long, but you might awake to a brand new life. You make it back to your tanning bed, and the next day the sun goes down. The stars come out. Cold and the dark sweeps over the burning city of Pittsburgh, and you may make rouse rolls to awaken. But if you fail again, Lucius Ali, because you are at 5 hunger, you will be in torpor.
I succeeded.
God. I
Do I
failed.
roll with
so-
a hunger of 5?
Did you fail?
You just roll one dice pool
No,
die.
do I?
Okay.
Well, one
Oh,
dice.
do I?
You don't include
Oh,
your
okay,
hunger.
cool. But with a hunger of 5, right? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, just roll one die and see if it's a success.
Yes, a success.
Oh, thank God.
Wow.
Better?
Really bad.
We'll
Oh my
see.
god.
I can't believe
Oh,
you're
God.
managing it. So
Yeah.
Wow.
you are at hunger 5 right now. Where is Curtis at?
Curtis wakes up like next to Ruby, and it's just like fangs out. I'm so hungry. I'm at 4.
Okay, great. So let's deal with that issue first, because our friend Ross Bryant has very graciously allowed us to run a little while without Curtis being. So it's not Craig that comes to you. It's like Dylan who like opens your crypt for you, and she's like, "We've got a situation."
Yeah. What's going on?
Lucius, he dug out that body that you guys found at the waste site. And,
What?
Yeah, and then I think he was, I don't know, like feeding his blood, like you guys did to Jen, when you came back, and I don't know, it woke up, and I think that there was, there was trouble.
Is everyone okay? And I almost like I'm sitting up in her face, like, did it hurt anyone?
Are you okay, man? And
I mean,
I just want you to know that, like, it's like with Dylan there, it's like bump, bump, bump,
Uh-huh.
bump, 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 bump.
Yeah, I'm just a little hungry,
You better go handle that, because I don't think. And Craig suddenly pops his head in and is like, "Hey, man, I didn't get a chance to, look into that thing we talked about. There's been another issue."
And okay, so I hop up and I'm like, and I almost am like, again, like close talker, like too close, and I have to get close because he just smells too good. And I'm just,
Heat is billowing off of him, and he's like, "Fuck, Kurt, are you okay, man?"
yeah, I'm fine. Is everyone else okay? No one got hurt. Are they secure?
I think you better leave, man.
And I kind of blow past him, and I'm looking around to see if they've been like secured in some way. Is this creature in torpor? Is it tied up? Is what's going on? And so
Craig, Craig pushes you back and goes, "You can't be here right now, man. You can't be here right now. Do you understand?"
And I think maybe I'm so hungry, I like grab his neck, and I'm like, "Get your fucking hands off me!" And I'm
Am I awake at this point?
Yes, you can be awake, Jen Brown, now.
And
Kurt?
and then I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. And I just run out of the tanning salon. Like, I'm sorry.
Okay, smashing through like wood and stuff as you like make your way out. And Curtis is gone into the night. Let's deal with what's happening at the salon for a moment, and then we'll catch up with Curtis. So, Jen Brown, you're awake. You've just seen Curtis run out. Dylan immediately informs you what's going on. Like, he's starving. He couldn't be here.
It's okay. I'm gonna put my hand on Craig's shoulder and be like, "He's all right. He'll be normal when he comes back. It'll be okay."
Yeah, I know. He's strong. He'll be okay.
It'll be okay. All right. I'm gonna go talk to Lucius. You guys just keep a lookout, okay?
I'm on Overwatch.
I'm gonna go into Lucius's room.
All right. You have the key. Dylan gave it to you.
And you can just see the bed just fucking rattling, just like crazily, like it's like just banging.
Lucius?
Jen, what's Jen?
Stop talking. You know we have a lot of people here. And by people, I mean people, mortals, that are important to all of us.
I know.
Curtis and I go to sleep, and you wake up that vampire?
Look, you
could have gotten killed. You could have gotten them all killed. What the fuck were you thinking?
We have a sacrifice. We have to send. We can train. We can train. Look, just open, please. Let me talk. Let me talk to you.
No.
Open the fucking door!
Lucius, that's a tanning bed. You know what a tanning bed does? If I turn it on, get yourself under control.
Control. You have no fucking control over me. Open the fucking bed. Open the fucking bed.
Can I tell that he's really, really hungry? I
think you've had enough experience that you know that he is, as a vampire, starving. And that is why he's behaving the way he is, partially. I'm loving what I'm seeing here. You tell me what happens next.
Do I know that because I remember you told me last time, if I do diffractionate, it's not going to help him, right? It's not going to.
That's interesting. It does. I mean, if you can find a blood source, you can turn any blood source into something that he can consume. So it would be a way to maybe get him some blood quickly to kind of calm him down.
I'm going to, because we said that we have this kind of stuff, I'm going to put an IV in my arm, drain a little bit of blood, and diffractionate it. I mean, he could probably drink that anyway because he drinks vampires, but
yeah, so
it'll make it better.
What
right?
diffractionate does is vampires, especially ones who get high in blood potency or higher and higher, like Lucius, they can't drink from bagged blood or rats. Or like animals at all. It gives them nothing, right? And as they get higher in blood potency, even people, like they have to completely drain a person to get a bit of sustenance from them. So what your diffractionate does is it can take like bag blood or rat blood and make it something that gives him sustenance.
Okay, so I'm gonna drain myself a little bit. I'm guessing I'm gonna need to do a rouse roll. Yeah.
You're going to need to do a rouse roll. And there's another issue here, which is that Lucius's Bane only has him drinking from Vamps. He is Ventru with a refined palate, and he has decided that his palate is vampires only. So, and which, your character's not aware of, but I'm letting you know. So we both
Do I not count because I'm thin blood?
Oh, yeah, you're using your own blood.
Yeah.
Then you don't need to diffractionate it at all. But if you'd like to, feel free. Like,
I'm
if you're
curious
just
what would happen if I did.
You're gonna, you want to try diffractionating your own blood?
I just wonder if it would help him more, if it would take more hunger off or something. Yeah, but I want to try. How do I do that? I forget.
Let's find out. Let's find out what it will do. I'm just gonna read the diffractionate. You create a homeopathic elixir. When added to fractionated medical supply blood, the elixir returns it to freshness, allowing vampires without the iron gullet merit to obtain nutrition. But what I'm going to say is, and it does require the alchemist's blood. That's you, Jen Brown. Sanguine and melancholic human blood, O-negative human blood. So it requires quite a few things. It says you can add like moldy spinach, hot black coffee. I think you're able to find some of these, like, and Jen Brown, we don't have to go exactly with what the book says. Like, maybe Jen Brown has a different process or different ingredients, right? But
I used rats last time.
Yeah, so this time you're using rats again. You're using whatever you have available to you, and you can make that diffractionate. You can make that rouse roll, which you did, and I think that I'm gonna make a roll in a minute, and we're gonna see if diffractionating your own blood has any kind of strange effect that isn't covered by the rules. Sometimes we have to imagineer things. So go ahead and you made the rouse roll, right?
Yes, I got a little hungrier.
Okay. You've added also like rat blood to this. What else have you put in this?
I mean, what's around? Moldy spinach and stuff. That's funny. I guess anything. I mean, I make cocktails. That's kind of my thing. So I wonder if I added a little bit of like rubbing alcohol or something like that.
Absolutely, which they would have here. So you've added like some like alcohol and a couple things like that, and you've kind of come up with this sort of elixir now. And are you going to try to feed it to our friend Lucius Ali?
I think because he's kind of, I mean, it's not like perfectly sealed, I think. So I'm going to like try to open it and throw it in without opening the thing.
Interesting. Okay. Lucius Ali, I need a humanity roll from you when she does that.
Okay. Okay. With hunger 5.
I think that won't affect it, right? Your humanity is down quite a bit. I think you can just roll your humanity.
Okay, cool. 2 successes.
Okay, so you don't like try to grab her and pull her in. You just kind of like see this thing kind of like get tossed in, and it's basically like a stopper jar that Jen has thrown in, and there is a blood-like liquid kind of congealing inside of it. It's giving you a weird smell, but you are so hungry, and it's blood, but it's also not. You have this refined palate. Let me look at the Ventrubane. Oh my gosh, this is a heavy rule book day, everybody. We got to get that rule book open and find out how it goes. Okay, so yeah, when a Ventru drinks blood from any mortal outside their preference, a profound exertion of will is required, or the blood taken surges back up as scarlet vomit. Preferences range greatly. Like there are Ventru who can only feed of people from Swiss descent.
Jesus.
If you want to feed from anything but your preferred victim, you must spend willpower points equal to your Bane severity, and you are now blood potency 3.
Yeah.
So your Bane severity is severe. You must spend 3 points of willpower.
Okay. That's fine. I've got quite high willpower at the moment. So
Okay. Would you like to spend those 3 willpower and drink from this thing?
yes, absolutely.
All right. So now let's do this. I think that your hunger goes down to 4.
Okay.
But does this have any other type of an effect on you? And here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to make a resolve plus awareness test, Lucius. Ellie.
Resolve plus awareness. Okay, cool.
And difficulty 2 for something to happen here with Lucius is going to realize something.
3 successes.
Very good. So, Lucius, you drink from this. It gives you 1 hunger back. You are now only at 4 hunger. But inside of your crypt, inside of your tanning bed here, you suddenly realize that this blood partially belongs to the vampire right outside of your tanning bed here. That this is partially Jen Brown's blood that has been added to this. And it tastes so good right now. It's so satisfying. And you can tell that the rest of it is right just scant feet away from you.
Have I made a diffractionate roll to see if anything else happens?
Let's do that. Normally diffractionate would only like allow you to like mix together this stuff to kind of make bad blood into edible blood. But I think this is so cool, and you are kind of experimenting with the power. I want you to make a diffractionate roll. So let's look at the power really quickly. And for the dice pools for alchemy, I'm gonna say I want a medicine plus intelligence roll from you, and if you succeeded that, this blood he's just ingested has another quality.
I got 1 success.
Okay, it very barely has 1 other quality, and what quality does it have, Jen Brown? What other thing does this blood do to him?
I would like it to calm him.
Yeah, so it calms Lucius to the tune of he needs 1 less success when he is like trying to resist frenzying and things like that. Okay. So when I would normally tell him he needs 3 to, resist going mad, he only needs like 2 now. Okay. So
Question.
Lucius, yes.
Is there any way to get a vampire's humanity back? To get like more humanity pips?
What a fantastic question. Huh. It's the first time the players of Vampires of Pittsburgh have asked that question.
Yeah.
And so a great thing to do would be to think about who or what that might be able to answer that question. For example, a vampire who's old and knowledgeable might know things like that, or perhaps some sort of intel that you have on your person or in your possession would allow you to figure these things out. You let me know if you have any thoughts on that. But right now, since it looks like our good friend Abu is a bit trapped, yes. I'm going to assume Jen Brown probably leaves him locked up for now, or no?
I think I might stay in the room, but you can go to Curtis and.
Then we shall. Curtis Krieger, you are wandering the streets of Pittsburgh. It's only 7:30 p.m. The sun has just gone down. There's still nobody on the street. It's early in quarantine, and you are starving. What do you do?
I'm just like, God damn it, you fucking you idiot. And just walking, kind of raving down the street. And under control. And I just start I feel like last time I fed it was once was on a vet, once on a jogger. What's the nearest is there a neighborhood nearby or any kind of more residential zone where there might be or anywhere where there might be pedestrians nearby?
Well, we established that you're in Squirrel Hill, I think,
Yeah.
for this like tanning bed. Let me see here. There might be something. So I'm just going to look at my Pittsburgh map here. Bring that up. Okay. This is sort of an area with businesses, so it's not inconceivable that you would be able to maybe find something if you walk around a little bit. The problem is that, as we've established with lockdown, the lockdown in the world of darkness is quite pervasive, and there's really not, because the Inquisition has taken over, so there's really not a ton of people on the streets. But there is a park nearby where you encountered someone before. There's like a CVS, brightly lit up on one corner, and you can see that people are kind of going in there and picking up things really quickly using the self checkout. Of course, the pharmacies stay open; they are essential. And you see a takeout restaurant as well.
Okay. I go to whichever is closer. Maybe the takeout restaurant. And I want to see if anybody. I feel like Curtis helps to justify his feedings as acts of righteous indignation. So is there anyone in the CVS or in the line at the takeout place that's maybe like maskless or not or being a dick to the employees?
Sure. Why don't you come in and like surveil the place for a little bit, buddy?
I do so.
From where?
So it's hoods up. I get like hoodie up, and I've got a mask in my pocket. I think Kurt, when he was on the road, just grabbed a whole bunch from the convenience stores. So he's got a bunch of masks from Midwestern convenience stores. So he's got like a mask that's got like one of those like stoner like skull jesters on it, like a skull jester with a pot leaf in the back. And so he just kind of looks at the restaurant first.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's like a kind of a chicken place, where they do like chicken wings and like chicken fingers and all this stuff. And he sees like kind of like people getting off work who are picking up their kind of sad single person's dinner. He sees a young woman and a young man who appear to have that kind of vibe about him. And he also sees a man and a woman who are a little older, maybe middle age. And they're also kind of waiting on their order. Everybody has a mask on. The man and the woman, who are like a couple who are older, they're waiting outside, and the other two are inside. And everybody has a mask on and is just quietly going about their night.
Okay. So very hungry. They look like so many chicken tenders themselves.
Where's a bad person when you need them?
Yeah. Is the CVS also semi nearby?
The CVS is kind of across the street.
I jog over there.
Okay. I'm just gonna see. Okay. You run over to the CVS, and again, it's brightly lit inside, like really brightly lit. So make an intelligence plus stealth roll if you'd like.
Okay. And if there are lots of people around, then I mean, God, getting pink is a tough proposition at this point.
It's impossible. It's an impossible proposition for you.
That was resolve plus stealth.
I said no. Intelligence plus
stealth. Great, thank you. All right. Oh. 2 successes.
Okay, so you realize that it's so brightly lit inside this CVS that if you don't get pink, people will notice that you look strange, because the humanity that dropped for you means that even with a mask on, they're looking at kind of like a bare white corpse with like kind of blue contours. So going inside is an impossibility.
Great.
Unless you want to try a blush of life roll, which you are at hunger 4 currently.
Correct. So I think that's maybe not the best idea. So I just kind of like maybe linger by the entrance, seeing who comes out.
Great.
Maybe facing out into the street where I can like glance over my shoulder at the people who exit the at the pharmacy.
A employee comes out whose shift is ending, masked. A little bit later, a young woman hurries to her SUV with a little bag from the pharmacy in her hand. A little more time passes. You see two people go in, two young guys, kind of laughing and talking together beneath their masks. They go in.
Mm-hmm.
Curtis, let's give you a hunt roll to see if you find someone that you find suitable.
I mean, I feel like the finding suitable, if it don't happen.
Well, you're getting very frustrated, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, I think that you should do an investigation plus composure roll. And I'm saying composure because Curtis is so hungry, it's kind of hard for him to like do a stakeout, right? He's like, he's really distracted, but if he can roll composure, maybe he can keep focused.
I got to give thanks to maybe the little pip of extra composure that I picked up last session because I got 4 successes.
Great. Curtis, you keep it going for a little while. And finally, I mean, this is a car pulls up. The people do have masks on, but it's like, have you ever seen like a couple who's like really fighting and you think that both of them might have other stuff going on besides just a problem with each other? Like these guys are, kind of really messily tattooed. They're in kind of really cheap clothes. Their car is very rusted up and looks like it's on its last legs. And they are being cruel to each other. Like, fuck you, you little bitch. Like, you're going to give us all fucking COVID. And like, they're just like really kind of shouting at each other and being kind of mean to each other. And they don't even notice you there. They're having this fight in the parking lot as they start to head into the drugstore. This is the worst people that you have noticed. So what are Curtis's ethics or his ethics? I will feed from someone just because they're kind of in a bad relationship.
That's not his deal. And I think
they have masks on.
Yeah. It's like, I think for a second he's like, take them both. No.
So you choose not to hunt these people.
And at the same time, I'm like, there's shit going on back home. I gotta do this now.
Yeah. Well, so, I'll tell you something. If you want to wait a moment longer, something else is going to happen, or you can act on these folks. This is what your investigation stakeout of the CVS parking lot has revealed to you. Is that this is the closest thing to. I mean, I don't want to call these people this. We don't know their full story yet, but maybe people nobody will miss. This is the closest thing to that your vampire mind has latched onto.
I think can I just as they go, can I maybe as a compromise, I'm like, if their car's unlocked, I'll just get in. It's a sign. It'll be a sign. And I just try their car to see if I can slip in while they're in the pharmacy.
Their car is not unlocked. Would you like to try to break into it?
I think maybe that's the bridge too far. That's the sign that I wanted. But it's like, God damn it.
The Tahoe pulls up with Brad Lockwood in it. Shit, Kurt, if you needed help, why don't you just fucking say so, man?
What's going on? What do you mean?
Hey, Kurt, have you met my friend, Brendan? And this guy goes, hey, what's up, man? So are we going to score or what?
Oh.
Okay. I told Brendan that you would introduce him to our source, man.
Oh, Brad.
Brad is helping. Okay, great. But at the same time,
get in, buddy.
I do it. I get in. Curtis is too hungry.
So this guy is now between you and Brad. And Brad's driving and is like, yeah, I know my buddy Kurt a while now, Brennan. I kind of, I know the stuff he likes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why we agree, on the source here. And Brennan's like, yeah, whatever. I mean, as long as it's, good stuff, Hey, Brendan, tell him what you were telling me. What? About like all this like lockdown stuff, all the feds are in the. Oh, like it's just like a cover. Like it's like right now they're arresting all of the Democrats and a lot of people. And
while this is happening, it's just Curtis like. and I'm just like, and the mask comes off. And it's like, and maybe now he can see my face, and it's just like,
what the fuck, man? Are you like fucking in withdrawal? What the fuck's going on with your friend?
No, I'm just saying I agree. There's some messed up stuff out there. And I just kind of, and I grab him and go for it.
We could roll a bunch of brawl rolls and stuff, but I think that Brad is like literally like, he just makes a turn that makes the guy kind of fall into you. And I'm going to allow you to hunt this man and feed on him. But the question always is, do you drink your fill, or do you drink just enough to make you feel like you've taken the edge off?
No, damn it! I try not to kill. So yeah, I don't want to drain him, but I do want to. I'd love to knock off a couple of hunger.
Okay. Well, let's see here. You can maybe cut off a couple of hunger. Let me see here. Okay, so I have maximum non-harmful drink for a human. Slakes 2 hunger. It takes you a scene. That's what we are doing. So yes, would you like to take off 2 hunger and feed on this guy that long?
Yes, please.
Okay, this guy's gonna see if he's like able to kind of stay awake, or he failed. He critically failed, and so he's you take enough that he kind of loses consciousness. And hey, Kurt, kind of fucked up, man, because like I used our names. Like,
yeah, I noticed that.
Fuck, dude. Sorry.
Where'd you pick him up? Does he know where we are?
Hey, man, this guy hangs out outside the Starbucks, dude. Down on Wyckoff. Want to take him back down there?
Yeah, sure.
Ain't nobody gonna believe him. He's a fucking junkie, dude. And so you guys kind of leave him leaning against a street corner, and he's like, all right, so you got yours. Now Brad gets his. Right?
Yeah. It's
right, Kurt? That's the deal we have, buddy.
Oh poor Curtis. In a constant state of hunger.
right. But I feel that, yeah, this is I think this is like a yeah, you did real good. You did real good.
All right, man. Let me have a sip.
And Brad, do you remember the sort of favors you used to have me do for you back a few years ago?
Yeah. We had fun, right?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
That shit was crazy, dude. We were like desperados back then.
Yeah. It's crazy what people will do when you up the price, because sometimes the economy forces you to up the price. You understand, you're a businessman. Times are hard. So sometimes it's just gotta be a little bit more expensive. So I know that you understand, businessman, that when you get fed, then I gotta get another taste.
All right, man.
I'm glad we
I'll drop
understand
you-
each other.
I'll drop you back at the salon, and then I'll go scouting for more talent.
Good man.
And soon, Curtis, you have returned to the tanning salon with only 2 hunger. And now everybody can have a scene together if they want. Lucius, your hunger is down to 4. But Jen Brown has said that she is not letting you out. You guys can hear the other Kindred in the other room, like going kind of feral and screaming. The voice sounds vaguely female. But the body was just kind of a burnt corpse. And she's banging against her tanning bed. When you walk in, Curtis, Jen is talking to Dylan and Circe too. And Circe's like, we can't have this thing screaming all night. It's going to draw attention.
I know. Do we know who this wasn't Laura, was it? Or was it?
It was one of the blood dance, you think, possibly.
Okay, but we don't know who exactly.
We don't know who exactly.
Okay. Do I see Curtis come in?
And you're not positive that that's true either. Yes, you see Curtis come in. Absolutely.
You all right?
Yeah. I got my... Yeah.
Okay. Look, and I explain basically everything that's happened. So he's caught up.
How the fuck? I mean, why is he trying to wake this thing up?
I don't know. And he's getting more unpredictable, Curtis. Look, Craig thinks he's a liability, and I'm starting to agree.
He saved Craig's life, though.
I know. Look, I like the guy, but what the fuck was he doing? He could have gotten Dylan, Craig, all of them killed.
Yeah.
Look. And then question. I don't know exactly how I could in any of like the USB drive or any of that stuff in any of my research, have I found anything about restoring humanity or something that sounds like that?
You could go searching for it again. The USB drive is it's got a lot of files on it, and some of it, usually you were kind of looking at things that were immediately sort of relevant to your investigations, right? This, just to fill in our friend Abu, was a USB drive that they stole from the Prince of the City back in the first episode of Vampires of Pittsburgh.
Wow.
So you can look at that again if you'd like, but I'm going to require a roll to kind of find the information you're looking for, and specifically to understand exactly what you mean, Jen Brown. You mean information on increasing someone's humanity. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Could I say that I looked while Curtis was still gone?
We can't say that. What I will say, though, is that humanity is almost sort of a game term, right? The vampires don't sit around talking about having it. So this is it's a tough ask.
I guess something like that soothes the beast. Basically, the idea being that I feel like Lucius has gone a little too feral and off the deep end by eating all these vampires. And I'm wondering if I can help ground him and he'll stop doing stuff like that.
It totally makes sense.
But I'm wondering, if it's like, if what I'd be looking for is something that, like, things that have happened that make people's inner beasts calm down or go dormant or something like that.
Yeah. Why don't you give me a intelligence plus I want a investigation roll, because you're kind of, or academics, you could use academics. You're just kind of researching now. You're just reading all the files. It's like, it's easy to get in and out of the hard drive. You don't need technology. You're just kind of reading. So make an intelligence plus academics, or I'll allow investigation roll. Difficulty 4 to find something relevant to this. If you get less successes, I'm still going to give you some information about what you find in the drive.
Got all the successes I can get with my hunger where it's at. So that's 3. I can't, if I surge, can I roll another die, but then I might get hungrier?
Yes, you may.
Okay, so then I do a rouse roll first. Is that right?
That's right. And you can surge. The new rules say, someone let me know this, and I want to thank chat or whoever posted the comment on YouTube. Surge rolls and can now pump up your intelligence even, or your wits stuff. Yes.
Okay. Last pip of willpower. Come on, baby. God damn it.
Okay.
Just 3
You
successes.
You did
Nothing.
and it's not surprising because it's strange request that you're looking for. This USB had basically a list of all the vampires that the former prince knew about and where they kept their havens, if he knew that, what their goals and predilections for prey were, if he knew that. He didn't know. Not everything is filled in perfectly. It's not a spreadsheet that tells you everything about everybody, but he had a file on each person. What you do find that you hadn't noticed before is that the USB drive makes mention of a dragon in an old Greek Orthodox monastery. His roots are sunk deep, and he knows enough about the dangerous old powers, and it's perhaps not worth burning out if he stays circumspect, which he has for the past 100 years or so. So that is just something that you didn't quite understand before, and maybe in some ways it is more relevant to you now, or maybe you as a player, like, I don't know what the fuck that means, and that's okay too. So I want to know what's happening. I mean, are we leaving Lucius all night to make another rouse roll in the morning again? Or I'm sorry, in the evening again the next night?
Well, I think I want to...
And Circe's saying, we can't have this thing screaming and bashing. It's going to break free at some point.
What should we do? I don't want to leave him in there. No. I don't know what the fuck to do with that thing. I don't know what the hell he got in his brain, and he did it after we went to sleep. He didn't want us to know.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I mean, I would like to know what the hell he thought what is he doing?
Let's go talk to him.
Yeah.
Lucius, you're in control of yourself now as much as, you would like to decide that you are. You are quite hungry still. You're at 4. And keep in mind that you've had a taste of the vitae of one of your hosts here. And now, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
The thing is still closed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just kind of like, thank you for thank you. Look, I had this idea that we could use the use her to as a scapegoat, as a way of finding more information from the other it was an idea. I don't know if it was a good one, but look, please, just open. Look, let me just, please. I'm sorry.
You wanted to give her as a hostage to him?
Either that, or maybe we could just strengthen our ranks for whatever we need to do. I don't know. I need to find. I just want to help.
You have a funny way of helping, Lucius. What if that thing had gotten Clara? What then?
Yes, and I realize that now. I realized my stupidity, my foolishness. Please, Jen, just open it, please.
I look at Curtis.
I think I maybe take my gun out of my pants and maybe tuck it in my jacket pocket. And I'm just like,
you think I should open it?
Look, man, it's not so much having an idea. It's just you didn't run it by anybody first. You did it while we were going to sleep. Anything could have happened.
You would have told me not to do it because it's a risk. And I know that we shouldn't take risks, but look at where we are. What are we doing? We're running. We're constantly running. We're not fighting. We need to fight. I just want stability for me and Clara and everyone. I just want to live in peace. We've been
Lucius.
blessed with this sort of life. Like, you don't understand. I need peace.
Listen to me.
I need.
Listen to me. You don't know a lot about us. I felt the exact same way as you once. Curtis and I, we tried. We tried exactly what you're talking about. We were prisoners of the Camarilla, and we broke free, and we had an army. We were going to try to take control of the city, try to wrest control from them, make a safer place, a place where everyone could be free. And when we stopped running, we got slaughtered. One of our friends, the person we got turned with, he's dead. Half of our friends dead. And everyone that killed them is still alive. And they're weakened, but they're alive. We tried exactly what you're saying already. And this is where it brought us. That guy thinks that if he snaps his fingers, that he can control us again like they did. It's not going to end any other way. You have the same dream that we did. You just haven't suffered the losses that we have. The people in this space, they're all that we have left. And I'm not going to let them die. Not for some stupid fucking crusade. I did that already.
Yeah, man. We attacked them. Full frontal assault. We went after him, man. If you're going to try this, we got to be smart. We got to be coordinated. And we got to work together, because as soon as we start turning on each other, it's all going to fucking fall apart.
That's what happened last time. It's exactly what happened last time. Our friend that died, he made choices that he thought were right. Constantly. And everything fell apart. If I let you out, I'm not letting that happen again. So if you keep putting the rest of us at risk, I will put you down.
And I look up at her when she says that, like, okay.
Do you understand me?
I understand.
I cautiously open the tanning bed.
Lucius, you're free.
I'm going to slowly get up and I'm going to look at Curtis, and then I'm going to look at Jen and just give a small nod. I will deal with my mess.
Okay.
And then I'm going to compose myself to walk out. And do I hear the screaming as well?
Yeah, and it's there's screaming and bashing, but it's actually, it seems a little less like frenzied now. The creature, the kindred that's in this locked tanning bed is either resting or slowing down. I don't know.
I'm going to just kind of keep my head down and follow that noise and walk in the room if I can.
Craig is there with his sidearm, and he's like, whoa.
I
Jen?
really think you shouldn't let me through.
I walk out into the hallway and I'm like, it's all right.
All right, I'm going to be right outside.
Right.
He walks past you, Lucius, and looks you right in the eyes as he exits the room.
I'm going to go inside. And can I see her, or is she under the bed?
She's in the bed and it's locked, but we can assume that you've been given the key if you're dealing with her.
Okay. I'm then going to actually, before I unlock it, I'm going to go back out and I'm going to ask Jen and Curtis to join me.
I come in.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go in. I'm going to try and talk to her. I see now that perhaps it's better to try and find a way of strengthening numbers, right? Now, yes, she is my responsibility, but if she is a problem, I'll deal with her.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to unlock it, lift it up.
A beautiful, willowy, blonde woman who is partially horribly burned greets your gaze. Apparently, the blood that you gave her fuel to heal some of these aggravated wounds. So even though like part of her face is still kind of charred, Two-Face style, part of her body is still charred. Part of her is now a beautiful, very willowy, sort of, a scrawny, kind of woman. There's no clothes; those were burned away long ago. You just found her in a body bag. But Curtis and Jen do recognize her, and no, it is not Laura. It is a different Kindred that you just barely recall from over a year ago, when you faced a group of vampires at a garage out in McKeesport. It is one of Buddy's coterie.
The one who got away.
The one called Alice. And she's like, wait, don't. I can help you.
Hello. We're not going to hurt you. My name is Lucius, and I have just given you another chance with the hope that maybe you could, as you say, help us in some way, shape, or form. We are stronger as allies rather than necessarily as enemies. Now, it is your choice whether you take this chance to seed things in a different way, or we will put you back to sleep.
I choose to take this chance. Lucius.
Very well. I'm going to get her hand and pull her up.
She looks at all of you and she goes, I was dead, man. I could hear all the ghosts talking. And
I
that's
look
where we'll
over
end
at
it
Jen
for
like,
today.
uh,
That is where we will end today's session. Excellent. Excellent
intense.
role-playing. We've got a new friend to interact with, several new friends possibly. So I just want to thank you guys for an incredible session. Wow. And apologize that kindergarten was happening behind me there for a minute. We're all working with the, new time and stuff like that. But man, I had such a great time and it went to such a cool place. So thank you.
Thank you.
Man.
Oh, thank you. I know I had a bit of problem here with the internet, but we're gonna get there. We're getting there.
Look, I mean,
Oh, no.
we are presenting this for public consumption, and we hope that our viewers enjoy it. But this is also friends playing a game. So at the end of the day, I want friends to play a game, and then if there's also not a baby screaming behind us, great. If the internet all the time, great. And we're always working to improve and make sure we give you, the viewer, those things. But I mean, we get so much quality from the incredible role playing of Ross Bryant, Ashley Burch, and Abu Salim. What more could you ask for? Please give them a digital round of applause. I'm going to say goodbye to them for now. Guys, thanks again. I'll see you next week.
Thank you. See
Thank
ya.
you. Thank
Bye.
you.
And I'm going to do our end of show business as usual. We finished up about 5 minutes early today. I hope that's okay. But that means I can give you a couple more questions and comments if you'd like to send them through. Interesting that the coterie, I dangled, a new ally in front of them, but they've been burned too many times by that type of vampire. So they were not interested. And I really do, though. I really appreciate that, because it's very important to me that the game is open-ended and that they make their own decisions. And so I think it's awesome that they said no. And that character's not going away. That character's still a player in the city. And how is he going to react to the fact that they're saying no? That relationship could change and evolve all kinds of ways. So I really was excited by the fact that they decided to take the session in a different direction. Okay, guys, on Tuesday, it's 1985 here on the Stream of Blood, because Tuesdays are now FACO Tuesdays. We'll be playing a game of old school style fantasy tabletop. Wizards will be made of tissue paper. Elves and dwarves are classes, not races. And every door and chest are trapped. It's not D&D. It's your dad's D&D. Join us at 7 p.m. Tuesday for THACO Tuesdays. I can't wait to show you how we play a completely different type of game on the Stream of Blood, because this will be a very beer and pretzels game. It'll be a very sandboxy game. It will have a rotating cast, but we'll try to bring the same people back as much as we can. And I hope you guys get in on the old school fun with us, because old school Dungeons and Dragons truly is a different game than the 5e you or I am used to. I mean, character death is very common, and a lot of times it's all about exploring that dungeon and getting the loot out, and a little less about, the things that we do so well already on our streams like Vampires of Pittsburgh. It's like a little bit less about character development and a little bit more about the game side of things. Although I'm sure we'll still have some monologues and people doing voices. So, this Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific, Secret Game Master Clinton Trucks and I are back on the Stereo app with Campaign Promises. Stereo is a live broadcast social platform where you can not only listen in, but you can send us voice messages and questions. To listen and interact, please click the link in our chat. Then at 6 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday, well, you're getting so much game this week, we will be playing a new tale of the Neptune Society, our Call of Cthulhu 7th edition game, this one entitled The Toy Maker of York. We already have some great players lined up for that, and I will also let you know that this one is going to be very horror-oriented, maybe a little bit more horrifying than our Neptune Society scenarios normally are. I know that's insane because so many horrific things happen, but this one is going to be a little bit more of a mystery, a little bit more of a traditional Call of Cthulhu experience, and less of a science romance like we've been doing on the Neptune Society. So please tune in for that. Stream of Blood's a podcast. Find it on your podcatcher of choice. Rate, review, subscribe, and download so people know that we're doing cool stuff over here. It really does help. I'm going to do our socials. Spread the word about the Stream of Blood. We're on Twitch. Subscribe for special emotes and benefits. Please do subscribe. It's how we keep this channel running. Without subscriptions, we're not able to pay our content, our YouTube content producer. We're not able to pay our, other people, or sort of work on some of the projects we're doing to improve the stream. So please do subscribe if you can. We're on Instagram and Twitter, Stream of Blood, on Reddit at r/Stream of Blood. But the best way to get in touch with us is on our Discord, the Server of Blood. Please join us there. I do like having interactions with our viewers and talking to them about philosophy on games and all kinds of things like that. We're also on Facebook. And the original music for this particular game, I believe Clinton Trucks, is by Axel Cases Taylor. Is that right? That's right. Okay, so does anybody have a comment, question? Yes. How do you feel about the very real potential for inter-party PvP on the horizon? Well, it's happened so much in this game, right? I mean, like even when we had Thomas Middleditch playing Miles, there was this sort of inter-party kind of conflict. And I think as long as it feels like it is an interesting story, and we have places to go with it, it's great. But I also think that if Jen put she put the line in the sand today, and she said, if you pull another thing like this, Lucius, I'm going to take you out. And I don't think she was joking. And I think that if and I don't know, Abu, he plays the character as a real X factor, and I love that. If Lucius does something else that's dangerous or crazy, I think Jen really will try to take him out. And then we'll have a session where it's Jen versus Lucius with Curtis, as usual, stuck in the middle. I'm all for that. A few games do PvP as well as Vampire the Masquerade. You can do an entire chronicle where your players are plotting against each other. It does work. I've done one-offs like that. I've done sessions like that in Vampire. So it doesn't bother me that potential for inter-party PvP. It doesn't bother me one bit. Any other questions? Do we know the cast for Thaco Tuesday? We know some of the cast for Thaco Tuesday. Clint, do you think it's okay if I let people know?
Yeah, I think so. I'm excited about the people we have joining us.
Yeah. So it's London Carlisle from the Spot Hidden live stream. That's a Cthulhu live stream. He is their keeper and game master. And we're also going to have Allison Hayslip back to play some Thaco Tuesdays with us. And we have a lot of people kind of lined up in the future. And like I said, that cast can rotate, so it won't be the same people every time. We're talking to a couple other people for like a third chair for Tuesday. Any other questions or comments? Yeah. Are you tracking the blood bonds as the characters consume each other's blood? Of course I am, Loki Thunderson. I have my, wait, where is my blood bond chart? Here it is. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm aware of exactly which levels each blood bond is at. And I mean, off the top of my head, I would say Lucius is in theory, he's had a bit of Jen's blood, but she diffractionated it, right? So I don't think it counts. I don't think it counts toward a blood bond. I'd have to read all of the rules, but we didn't even use diffractionate the way it's, according to canon, supposed to work. So, and then let's see. I mean, Brad is very blood bonded to Curtis at this point, Brad Lockwood, but that's why Brad doesn't fight Curtis when Curtis says, no, you don't get your sip now. You get it later, right? It's clear that Brad resents that control, but I think that that's why Brad showed up, to do his buddy a solid, bro. In terms of the other people, Dylan doesn't drink anybody's blood. Circe is kind of an X factor we haven't really seen that much of, but we might see more about her. Thana gets blood her own way. We haven't really gotten into that yet. Craig doesn't touch any of the blood. I do think there was a blood transfusion to help Curtis at some point, but that was from a normal human source. So I think that's the only blood bonding we kind of have going on right now. But if you guys know of more, if I've missed anything, I'm really working off the top of my head. Please do let us know, because I do listen to people when they say, wait, you got the continuity wrong here. And I decide when I hear that, I go, well, is that super important, or is that something that if we handled it, it would make the story less good? And often it's something that we can totally make sure we keep an eye on. So let me know. If someone's out there and has kept track of all the blood bonds, I would love to know. Okay, I think that's it for today. Guys, thank you so much for viewing this show. It really is a huge gift that we get to perform and play this game in front of so many people every week. And we'll be back next week with another one for you. I want to thank Brian Baldinger and Clinton Trucks, my partners and producers. I want to thank Megan Arch, our social media manager, Matt Moynihan, our YouTube content producer, Garrett Ross, who created our logo right here, and Andrew Orvidal, who created our opening animated sting. Thanks to all those people, because they make this so fun and so possible. Until next time, hashtag get pink.